This is so sweet, right? My son, who is just 1 year and 8 months old, he has learned how to sweep the floor. And during this lockdown period of around 2 months, me and my wife, who was both working from home, uh, we are taking responsibilities of cleaning, cooking, taking care of the kids, working from home. So there is a lot of stuff. And during this, it is not easy. There are no maids, and we have to do it on our own. So we quickly realized the need of a robotic vacuum cleaner, and when we searched for it, we had a price point of less than 20,000 rupees. T-Bot 500, I could see good reviews and ratings on of it on Amazon. So I went for it, and now in
It
this video I'll try to
basically
present it.
has three modes: auto, edge, and spot mode. Auto is the one which needs least assistance, and it can keep roaming around, cover the whole cover the floors of your home, and with the least assistance, it will ensure that each and every area of your house is actually uh, vacuumed once. Yeah, so now about edge mode. This is the critical part where a vacuum cleaner needs to reach out within the cramped spaces of a dining area. And then see, Dbot is doing an excellent job here. It is going around the legs of each chair and table, and see how it is just attaching one of the brushes, and along with that it is rotating around and collecting all the dust. Same thing it continues on the walls, and it just tries to place one of the brushes around the edge and collects all the dust particles. So this is the best thing I liked about Dbot. Spot mode is where you can specify through the app to clean a specific area. Yeah, and it doesn't have mop. So and I'm not expecting that, because vacuuming is done. I'm good enough to go for 3 days at least. Yeah, I have hard floor, so it is doing a good job over there. Both wooden surfaces or wooden flooring or the tile flooring, uh, it does a good job there. And I also have I don't have mat, but I have floor mats, and it can easily climb up over there and clean the floor mats too. The suction power is can be set to max mode or standard. If you keep it standard, it will cover more because it will consume less power. But if you keep it on max mode, it will ensure that each and every movement will suck more dust. So that this probably you would need if the gap is long, or the cleaning gap has been there, and there is much more dust to be collected. Yeah, and the runtime also you can change the modes. You can stop the auto mode automatically and set it to any, let's say, that spot cleaning mode. Yeah, this is how it does. It does the rotors are there. So one of them is clockwise, other one is anti-clockwise. They push the dirt to this brush, uh, which is doing suction and also pushing the dirt to the tray. The tray can be easily removed, and you can easily put the things to the garbage bag. Amazon Echo, I have Amazon Echo at home, and there is a good integration available over there.
Alexa, ask Dbot to start cleaning.
Okay, now your debug is clean.
Alexa, ask Dbot to return to dock.
Okay, now your debug is charging.
Yeah, so observe here this, as soon as the bot has received the command to return to dock, it has actually stopped. The brushes are rotating, but it is the suction is stopped. So you can see it is trying to find the dock, and it is trying to navigate there, and this is where I find the problem. At times it is not able to navigate, since it is very close to the dock right now. It is able to go there, but if it is in some other room I think as soon, probably it will take time to identify the room setup, and it will do it later. App control, there is not much to the app. You can use the max or standard suction powers. You can use either of these three modes, and you can also see some motion where it has done and how much area has it covered, so that information is there.